the longest, biggest kayak I would consider owning to load and unload by yourself. So we're loaded up, heading to Finger Lake Skin tomorrow. Went about 3.5 weeks ago. Did really good on some lake trout. Leaving at 4 or 5 in the morning tomorrow, so we'll see if we can get them again. Well, time to go. But I literally almost left without my fishing rods. Everything else is packed up, and I even have my rods rigged. But just walking up and put my last few things in the truck to leave at 4:30 in the morning here, and almost forgot to load my rods. So here we go. Got a couple of the jigs I want to try already on. So we'll get rolling here. Well, getting along pretty good here. I got 2 hours and 50 minutes left. Getting excited. Solo mission this time. But excited to take the kayak out. It's been a little while. Only last time I got it out was in the Keys, and that's the only time I've used it so far. So definitely excited about that. Like I mentioned earlier, got a new depth finder and a few new jigs to try for these lake trout. Kind of jigs, kind of rattle traps. I don't know what the heck you call them, but they kind of tie on where an ice jig would tie on. One's like a blade bait. But very similar to what I used last time, just a little heavier, because I think these fish are going to be a little deeper. It's 3 weeks since I was out here, maybe 3.5 weeks even, and so who knows, they might be, they can be another 10, 20 feet deeper by now, but not positive. Last time I went was the first time I'd tried the early season thing, so it was, I think second week of March, and now it's April 6th or something today. So yeah, that's a little later. So we'll see if hoping that the water temperature didn't increase much more than 5 to 10 degrees, but it may have, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna have to look farther out on the points and see if they're deeper. But like I said, about 3 hours away and should be fishing soon. And well, just arrived back at Keokuk Lake here. It's windy, but conditions aren't terrible. Water's just beautiful. So I'm glad to see there's not a lot of bunch of muck in, because there was quite a bit of rain, but this lake clears out pretty fast. But kayak's totally rigged out, the old Outback out here. And like I said, I'm gonna be trying the fish finder for the first time. Got it all rigged up, and gonna get out here and see if we can't get something. Getting super stoked. Can't wait to see if these lake trout are still biting like they were 3 weeks, a month ago. So we'll check in hopefully with the fish. Just about to take my first cast here at Keokuk. Pretty depressing. I do not have my depth finder working, so I'm not happy about that at all, but there's just nothing I can do about it. I have to fish anyway. No clue what depth I'm going to be at or anything, but bottom here. Pedals are just unbelievable how you can just hold yourself right in place. I mean, I'm in probably a 15-mile-an-hour wind right in my face, and it's like nothing. I can hold myself here. fight like every 5 minutes so far, and I just can't seem to get one up to the boat. That last one felt like a good trial too. Another fish on. We feel real big. Man, I've lost so many. Oh, it's a giant smallmouth. That's all right, at least it's a fish, but not what I'm after. But that is a tank. That's a tank. Let him hook my pants, which he already almost did. Up here. Okay, we got him. Just drifting in no man's land, that's okay. But hey, it's a fish. That's a good feeling. That's a tank smallmouth, that's for sure. What a stud. Alright, I'm gonna get him back. Dang it. Another smallmouth here. On that. They're just such beautiful smallies, but not what I'm after. Another fish. I think it's another bass though. Dang it. Okay, so whatever I'm doing, I'm not finding these lake trout. Another just chunky smallmouth. This fish is fighting. Oh my. Ooh, my goodness. What a fish. Tell you what, if I was smallmouth fishing, I'd be doing quite well right now. I mean, look at this thing. That is just a beauty, man. 3.5, 4 pounds. Hard to complain about catching those, but man, we need some trout. I think this might be a lake trout. No, come on. Oh, they're way out deep even. I can't find these trout. Just another chunk of a bass. There's small ones out here today. My God. This fish has got to be 3 pounds as well, at least. Just a beauty. Goodness gracious. All right. Oh. This is a huge bass. Oh gosh. I can't believe the bass I'm catching right now. It's just unreal. This is a huge one. This thing literally, I thought for sure this was a lake trout this time. This is a tank. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. I feel like netting him because I don't want to deal with it. That's gotta be pushing 5 pounds. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's a 5-6 pound bass right there. Smallmouth. Oh my gosh. That, my friends, is a monster smallmouth. Oh my gosh. What did I do with my phone here? What a tank. Let's get him back. Wow. That's incredible. Hard for me to complain much about catching a fish like that. Not what I'm after, but that is a huge fish. We'll keep going. Well, it's been slow. I think I hooked about 4 or 5 lake trout my first maybe 15-20 minutes, the point right in front of where I launched. White cap, and I went down the lake a long ways here, probably 3 miles. And man, I got around a main lake point that I really wanted to fish, and I couldn't even fish it with my kayak. It was probably 2.5 foot waves. It was not dangerous to go through, just not really fishable. But man, I fished 6-7 other points, slayed the smallmouth so far. I've caught I think 5 or 6 really nice smallmouth. One of them was huge. And like I said, probably lost 5 or 6 lake trout right off the rip, and I haven't had a bite in probably 2 hours. So I'm actually gonna head back where I know I was hooking lake trout, and I didn't really want to go down lake. That's what I'm doing now. I'm heading back down towards where I launched. Didn't really want to go farther down because then obviously I gotta pedal back up into it. So, but I'm gonna go to that point where I hooked all those lake trout, see if it's just that the bite shut off, or if for some reason they're sitting there. So I'm gonna try that next, see if I get one. If I don't, I may go down lake just to see if for some reason the points in that area are holding fish, and for some reason up here they're not. So we're gonna cruise for a while here, get closer to where that area is, and start fishing again. My goodness. Woo. I guess it's gonna be a smallmouth trip. My gosh, look at these things. Wow. This guy just choked this bait. There we go. What a giant. It's just crazy. That took forever to catch one, but I got one. Oh, perfect. His hook fell out. Man, it's about time. It might just be a lot deeper than I think. That might be the whole issue, is my depth finder's not working, so I can't see marking. I hadn't been catching anything, so I decided, well, I'm just gonna pop way out on this point and try a little deeper, and got one. Just gonna get an 18-inch trout. Yeah, I'd say at least. Bleed it real quick and get the cooler. Go. One down. There's a lot of fish to catch one Laketrout. But middle of the lake. But yeah, pretty awesome. Beautiful blue, green, clear Finger Lakes water. Gorgeous. 2 lake trout in the box now. Definitely feels a lot better. Definitely feels better than 0, that's for sure. But so yeah, I'm gonna fish pretty hard, probably all the way till dark. See if I can get my 5 all the way out here. I might as well try to get some meat. So that's the plan. Like a lot of plans when you're fishing. Might work, might not. But you can't beat being out here in God's creation. It's just, I'm so drawn to it. Just love it. Sunny day, clear water. It's a beautiful day out. It's been windy, and I guess if you're just a passerby fisherman, you wouldn't want to be out here. I guess it's 38, 40 degrees and windy, but I don't know, the sun out. It's definitely doable. So anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm gonna try to get to this next point right here and see if I can't nail a few more. We got back last night from a 20-hour day, left at 4 in the morning basically, and got home at midnight, driving out to New York and back. Was gonna stay, but have some family plans and stuff today, so needed to get back. So still worth it. Caught some big smallmouth, hooked quite a few trout. Got 2 in, but you know, I've had so many trips in a row that I've tried things and been blessed on that sometimes fishing is just what it is. You're not going to do exactly what you plan, and I'm thankful for all the times when it does go right. Yesterday was a little rough, windy, cold. Wouldn't have cared about that if I would have got more fish. The biggest reason I think I struggled yesterday really was number 1 was definitely not having the depth finder for lake trout fishing. It was almost a month between me being there. I'm guessing they were 10 to 20 feet deeper. Not sure of that, but that would have given me the baseline for where to fish. Without that, I basically was just fishing in the dark because they, that lake in particular is quick drop off. So if you don't, you know, you cast 50 feet to the right and you could be in 80 feet, 50 feet to the left could be 30 feet, you know, and so if you're not finding the range where they're at, it's going to be a rough day trying to find them. But anyway, a great trip either way. Like I said, as you've seen in the video, caught some fish, which was awesome. So big smallmouth. That'll end this video.